Hi, my name is Joseph Gonzales. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for visiting us. And I can tell you, if you're here, most likely you were referred by another colleague, or maybe you came across one of our YouTube videos and are curious how you can grow your spray foam company online. Now, it's no secret that there's a lot of customers online. 2018, when I'm recording this, and everybody has a smartphone in their pocket, and whether it's a contractor or a homeowner, they're going to pull their phone out if they're searching for a spray foam contractor, and they're going to make a search for you. And if you're there in front of them when they come across those spray foam results in the search engines, they're going to make a call, and they're going to call you. Now, this is what was going through my head when I actually was working for a spray foam company, and I spoke with my boss, and I made him an offer. I said, hey, I can get you guys ranked #1 in our town. And that started a journey of a string of successful clients in the spray foam industry. And I've been in the online space since 2013, and I've really just had a massive jump in clients when I realized that I could just rinse and repeat this process and have it. Once I had it perfected, I could rinse and repeat it over and over and over in different cities for different clients in different areas. So just want to show you an example of this. This is a website I built for a guy in Houston, and as you can see, it's a very professional website. And I'm not just showing this to show you some of my work, but what I want to show you is maybe you've had a website built in the past, or maybe you had a friend build one for you, and if somebody's coming on your site, you want them to do one thing. You want them to either fill out a form to get a quote, or to give you a call and pick up the phone. So just going over this, as you can see, it's a very aesthetically pleasing. It has a lot of information on here. It's got a big get a no hassle quote right in the middle. And actually, 2008, one of the most important things is having a mobile friendly website, and I'll show you what that looks like. So as you can see, when I reducted this, it is now adhering to adjust to the smaller screen size. This is as if it was on a phone. And if you go from a phone to a tablet, everything just goes with it. You know, it adjusts to feature the different content layouts. So, and as you can see, I can go all the way to wide depending what size screen. If I was on a much smaller screen, it would look like this. So that's a very important thing. And if your website does not do that on a mobile device, and Google has tools to check it on, then you're potentially losing clients, because they come on and it's gonna what happens if I would reduce that, it would only show a little square of the screen, because it can't show, and it would show half. You'd only be able to read, for example, your local spray, and you wouldn't be able to read the other half of the content. So extremely important. And also Google ranks sites terribly that are not mobile optimized. So going past that, I want to show you some real rankings and some real money. So I used to be from Modesto, south of Modesto, and I made a search for Modesto spray foam, and as you can see, we actually are ranking so well that Google has rewarded us with an info box and has done away with the rest of the competition. You know, as you can see, there's a lot of other competitors in the area, and it is only showing Modesto spray foam installation contractors. And I'll show you the website. This is a website I built for them while I was actually still employed with them, and very professional looking. We are ranking very well, and they get calls on a daily basis, you know, to this day currently. Another client out of Fort Collins, Colorado, as you can see, Fort Collins spray foam installation, ranking #1 for that in the map, and also ranking organically. Another client, Columbus, Ohio. Columbus, they're ranking #1 for Columbus spray foam. And show you a little bit of the homepage here. It's just, again, you know, very professional looking website. I did have a broken link. You kind of caught me with my pants down there. I did have a broken link on that last page. I need to fix that ASAP. So as you can see, ranking very well. A lot of good information, a lot of good content, and I love the brand color scheme here. It just looks phenomenal. So so what can this do for your company? So maybe you've been paying Home Advisor for spray foam leads, and you're getting the leads distributed to 3 different companies you're competing with. Or oftentimes the first guy to reply that shows up gets the job, and you're paying from $30, $40 to $60 per lead. You know, that's not that is not a sustainable marketing plan. You're not investing in your own company. You're not representing your company's brand, and you're not growing for long-term success. Now, if you start working with me, one of the first things I do is make sure that your website is up to par, is up to date, and is ready to rank. You got to have a good foundation. Your website is the foundation, essentially. And so we go through, do on-page optimization. We got my H1, H2, H3, and H4 and H5 tags. What this is just good SEO. Google gives its outlines. Google outlines how to rank a website number one, but oftentimes marketing companies that maybe you get sales calls from these guys on a daily basis. They call you and they try to sell you on Adwords because they do not know how to build a correct website and rank a website effectively as these clients are all ranking. Now, I want to show you an example of that. So, in this search for Fort Collins spray foam installation, and again, I'm giving you information so you can be educated about the online marketing. And if you're in this industry and you're planning on sticking around, eventually everybody knows you're going to have to get online if you're going to stay competitive. So this is not even necessarily from a sales pitch aspect, but this is just from an education aspect, and I hope you find this valuable. When somebody makes a search for Fort Collins spray foam installation, the first 3 results are ads. As you can see, this little ad right here, this little ad sign, this is where Google makes their money. Now, Google has actually released statistics saying that like 24% of their users search on or click on ads. So less than 24% of every, say, 1,000 people, 240 of those are going to be searching are clicking on an ad, and the other, 76% are going to scroll past the ads and click on an organic results. So many people try to sell you on this because they don't know how to do the organic. They don't know how to rank you organically. And many times if you think about it, say 100 people a month are buyers, 100 people a month are searching in Fort Collins. And out of that, only 24 people are going to click on these ads up here. Only 24 of them. Out of that 24, it's broke up into 3 people. So say only 8 click on your ad. And I apologize, do that ever ad, because I just clicked on it and you probably just got charged $6. So as you can see, only 8 people a month are going to be coming through. And again, like I mentioned, these ads are very expensive. Potentially $8, $9, $10 a click if they're not optimized correctly. So this is a good looking website, but out of that 100 people, only 8 potential clients are clicking on your ad. And out of that 8, say you close half of them. Let's be generous. Say you close half of them. And I know there's some people that are going to be out there saying, oh, I close 80% of my bids. Yeah, word of mouth, that's awesome. Word of mouth is absolutely the best. I will never contest that. But you can't control word of mouth. What you can control is your online marketing. Why not focus on what you can control and start that snowball rolling of word of mouth? So out of that 8 that come through, you close 4 of them. And if those are super good jobs, say they're all $15,000, $20,000 jobs, which is, would be awesome. That would be a huge return on investment, but that is just simply not the case. A more realistic standpoint is if 8 comes through, you might close 2 of them, because people that click on ads close much, much less. Or say you give 2 bids. I mean, when I'm saying close, I should really say bid. Say you bid on 2 out of that 8. So again, let's go to the numbers. It's strictly numbers. Out of that 100, there's going to be 78% roughly, according to Google's numbers, that scroll down and click on the organic results. Now, if you're number 1, out of that 70%, you're going to get a good percentage of that, and then a little other percentage is going to scroll past the maps and click on one of these websites for more information. Again, we're number 1 in maps, number 1 organic. We're getting by large scale a good market share. So if this is where you want your company to go, and you want your brand to be established, and you want to kick things going online and start landing jobs organically, and don't waste your money on ad spend. If you're spending $1,000, $1,500 a month in ad spend, you're wasting money, because you can be getting much more. You can be getting 70% traffic down here, and guess what? It doesn't cost anything to be here. other than the fee that you'd be paying to rank, which I can beat in AdWords budget any day of the month, so any day of the week, I should say. So if this is something you're interested in your business, and you may not have a website, or you'd like me to set up a website, schedule a call with me. I would be more than happy to get on the phone with you and answer any questions you have about the program. Again, this is very much a rinse and repeat thing that I have perfected. When I get a new client, I just repeat the same process, and I have the same awesome results every time. And again, I used to work in the industry. I'm not just a marketer, sitting in an office in downtown LA who has never seen spray foam rig or never sprayed a gun in his life. So if this is something you'd like to partner on me with, man, give me a call, 706-371-6308. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you have.